Blah, jump scare! Ha! I really don't want that to be a thing on this channel. I'm gonna stop doing that. Guess what today is? It is a big day for this channel. These masks are really expensive, so I can't do a mask unboxing on this channel every week, or I'd be spending about $1,000 a week, and that would be pretty unacceptable, and I would probably not be able to afford my house. Priorities, man, they suck. But every once in a while I do get a new silicone mask, and today is that day. I got a new mask from Immortal Masks in the mail, and I'm going to unbox it, and I'm going to do a silicone mask spotlight on it to show you how cool it is. So if you like that kind of thing, silicone mask, creepy pets, horror movies in general, consider subscribing to the channel because that's the kind of stuff we do here. So without further ado, let's get on to the unboxing and silicone mask spotlight. All right, where'd I put my damn scissors? Okay, like I said, this is something that I ordered about 6 weeks ago. When you order a silicone mask, most of the time they are not in stock. They need to actually make them. And you can also get custom paint jobs on most of the websites. And if you want to know where to buy some of these silicone masks, I did a video on it recently. Go check that out. But a lot of times they will also do a specific paint job for you. So when you order it, they usually have to make the mask, pour the mold, paint it. It usually takes about at least 4 to 6 weeks before it comes to you, and that is the case for this one. I ordered this a while ago and it's finally here, and we're going to open it up and check it out. So fun for later. Save that. All right, there's all kind of peanut things in here which are going to go everywhere, so I'm going to try to be careful here. You know what, I'm going to move this. Sorry, you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing. I'm still here. Blah, jump scare! You knew I was going to do that, right? Okay, I'm going to get all the peanuts off of it so it doesn't look so dumb. And here it is. And I know I'm kind of keeping it secret, and I probably shouldn't, because if you saw the thumbnail, you know exactly what it is. But I love alien movies. I like aliens in general. I think they're really neat. And I wanted to have one. And I also wrote a short film with the help of a screenwriter. Wanted to add that in there because I don't do them by myself a lot of times. And let's move this out of the way so I don't trip on it. I actually wrote, with the help of a screenwriter, a short film with an alien in it, and I needed and wanted an alien mask. So I went to Immortal Masks, and they actually had 2 of them there that were both really badass. But I chose this one, and again, if you've seen any of my other mask spotlights, you'll know that I have very specific requirements when I'm buying a silicone mask. I need it to look good on an actor, I need it to look good on film, not just look good on my shelf. Let's get these out of here. So why did I choose this one then? For a couple of reasons. One, it looks a little bit more like the cliche typical alien, the gray. It's big head, big almond-shaped eyes, and I kind of like that. And also, when you are shooting a short film or putting one of these masks on camera, the parts that are kind of a dead giveaway that it's an actual mask and not an actual alien are how it fits around the eyes and how it fits around the mouth. Now, I haven't really seen one that looks bad on the mouth. Most of them look really, really good. They really seal to your lips, and they really move very well with your lips. A lot of times I try to stay away from things that have fake mouths on the outside of the silicone mask, like this one does. Because if this actor opens his mouth, then you might be able to see his actual teeth inside of these fake teeth, and that's a dead giveaway that it's a mask. So if you get something like this, you have to be very careful to shoot it correctly and make sure it's in the shadow and make sure you can't see the actual actor's mouth. So you couldn't do dialogue as well in a mask like this. When it's actually just attached to the lips, and when the actor opens his mouth, you can see the actual actor's mouth inside of here. That looks really good on film. It's really hard to tell that it's an actual mask. One of the main reasons was the eyes. The eyes are a really difficult part on a silicone mask. It really is kind of a giveaway that it's a mask depending on how it fits around the eyes. So you have to be very careful about how you light it so that you can't tell that there is a different flesh-colored eye behind the actual flesh-colored mask. That's kind of a dead giveaway spot. So the other mask that Immortal Mask had was awesome, but it had true eyes. It was the real actor's eyes, which again, to me, aliens have those big eyes, so I kind of wanted that. But also, this is going to hide the actor's eyes a lot more. So the only dead giveaway points that you have that this is a mask would be on the mouth, and the mouth always looks good on these masks. So that's why I went with this one. It looks like the classic Alien. It's completely awesome, and I have a feeling it's going to be kind of hard to see through. You're only looking through these tiny holes, and one thing that I definitely want to look out for when we do the movement video on this is the glossy black eyes. Can you see the reflection of the lighting, and can you see the reflection of the camera in the glossy black eyes? Now, looking at it in person, I don't think it's going to be a big issue. It's not as reflective as I thought it was. You'll definitely be able to see light, probably, like the reflection of the light. But I don't think that's such a big deal, especially if it's a motivated light. This also gives me an opportunity to talk about the head forms. You don't have to buy a head form when you buy a mask. You can just buy the silicone mask, but these things are expensive, and I like to show them off, and I like to have them sitting like this. Now, a latex mask, if you crumple it up and leave it in the corner, a lot of times those crumples form creases and the mask stays like that, and the mask becomes warped, and you can never really wear it again. It never looks good again. Silicone doesn't really have that problem. You could buy a silicone mask like this and just leave it lay in a drawer, or wrap it back up in the plastic that it came from and leave it in a drawer, or leave it on a shelf, and it wouldn't mold or deform by just laying around like that. So you could get away with not paying the extra 45 or 50 bucks for a head form if you need to save a little bit of money. But I like to display these things as well as use them, and I just think that it looks way better sitting on a shelf on one of these displays than just laying in a bag in a drawer somewhere. So you don't have to buy these, but I recommend doing it. If you're going to spend $700 on a mask, you might as well spend $750 in order to have a head form. So let's try this thing on. Let's see what kind of movement it has. Let's see how it looks under really bright lighting, and let's see how it looks under a little bit more movie-ish lighting. And let's pay special attention to the eyes, whether or not we can see the reflections, and how well it fits into the mouth and just moves in general. So let's go check that out now. Okay, again, I'm just going to do some random movements so that you can see how the face moves, you know, how much movement is in the brow. This one actually has a pretty thick piece of silicone in the brow, so you don't really have as much eye movement or forehead movement, but you still have a lot of mouth movement. It's pretty thin silicone down by the mouth area, and it fits pretty well to the lips, and it moves pretty realistically, and that looks awesome. I'm happy with it. We will have to be a little bit careful on how we light it or where we put the camera, because there is a little bit of a reflection in the black eyes, and also the actual actor is looking through these tiny little glands. It looks like a tear duct gland. The actor's actually looking through these little tear duct glands, so we'll have to be careful that you can't see the actual actor's eyes peeking out through there. But in any normal lighting situation that's too small of a hole, I don't think it'll ever be an issue. You can hear well in it. It's very comfortable. There is a lot of silicone up here in the head area because aliens have that big head. So it is a really thick piece of silicone. So it might be a little bit heavier than some of the other masks, but it doesn't feel too bad to me at all. I think it's actually pretty comfortable. And we'll try some dialogue as well. Okay, this is what it would sound like if you tried to do dialogue with this mask. And like all other masks, it kind of squeezes your nose a little bit, which makes you sound a little bit more nasally than normal. So make sure that you're okay with this dialogue sounding like this. Otherwise, you're going to have to do it in post in something called ADR. But here's what it sounds like. All right, now let's take a look at it with a little bit better or more movie style lighting. And as you can see, it doesn't really take much lighting to hide the eye holes. It doesn't take much lighting to hide the glare or the camera reflection in the eyes. It really wouldn't take much to convince someone that this was an actual alien. I mean, if this thing emerges from the shadows, it's going to be pretty convincing on film. The reason why you would buy something like this is because to put silicone prosthetics or to turn someone into an alien, you might literally have to have them in a chair for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours in order to put on all the prosthetics to make them look like this. Or for way less work and way less hassle on your actors, you can buy a silicone mask like this, which looks pretty convincing on film, and your actor can just put it on and off for lunch and put it on in 1 second and can have the same exact continuity or the same exact makeup look every single day that they come to set, because they just have to throw on the mask. So I think it looks awesome. What do you guys think? Awesome, right? I'm super happy with this. I am going to be doing a short film specifically with this mask. So please, if you like that sort of thing, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell icon so that you know when I do upload videos like this. If you have any interest in buying this silicone mask, it is again from Immortal Masks. I think it was $655, and I believe the head forms are around $45-50. With shipping and everything, be prepared to spend over $700 for something like this. And this one is called, oddly enough, Alien. They had another one called The Other, I think it was, but this one is called Alien. If you're interested in it, I'll leave links in the description below, and I will also leave links to where I go to look for cheap used masks. Sometimes you can find masks like this at pretty big discounts. I'll leave links for that as well. So make sure you like and subscribe and do all those things to help out the channel and watch the videos. That's the best thing you can do to help me out, is just watch the videos. And I will see you in the next one.